Oh, I think I know this bridge from when we were kids. It used to be like
covered bridge. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Pam's husband. Toot. Wow, is he getting big?
Scott Lindquist was supposed to come.
Oh, good.
Hey, Toot. How you doing?
Oh, I have some in my car.
I might. I don't know. I have to look inside
I
my.
have some in my center console. I was like, I'm forgetting something. I was like, there's something happening tonight, and I didn't have it in my planner. 7 o'clock, my phone lights up this message. At 7:30, there's a meeting in Daggett. I was like, damn it, Regina.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault. But it's totally my fault. But I was like, damn it.
It went well too, because there was Lori and me and Natalie and Jaywin. Lori had brought a whole bunch of paperwork that showed where Menominee and the Menominee County can get grants, and how many. Yeah. She brought a whole bunch of stuff, and it's so good. And the guy said, well, when we got done talking, he said, well, Aquila did contact me, and
When?
and he said we told him we weren't interested in anything they had to offer.
Nice.
So they did, but he did invite him to come to a
You
meeting.
probably
He
called
said,
my landlord.
any of you can come to the meetings and sit and we'll, listen. But they didn't want nothing to do with that. Yeah.
518.
So we got another good one.
Did you hear Andrea's breakdown of the money?
Yeah, and the person that they hired sounded like they weren't even that successful.
Yeah, he got canned because he couldn't
fired.
get grants at the last place
for
he was
a
working.
for a homeless shelter.
And that's what we mentioned that last
How do you
night.
not get successful on a...
Yeah.
That's a bad grant right
That's a
Yeah.
pretty significant reason for the firing. That's
Yeah.
kind of important.
Yeah.
Come on, Scott, we're waiting on you.
Did you hear them? They're all waiting. They said, well, come on, Scott.
Don't forget the donuts.
We'll meet you here at the Cost Bridge then. All right, we'll be there. We'll wait on you.
They're serving up some karaoke.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.
She was early. I was slow.
That's okay.
I thought we did pretty good for picking up you.
When Regina's name comes into the picture, everybody's like, okay, we're not going to leave until noon.
I got married. Ready? Get it. That's some strong current there, man.
Did you throw a rock out there for her to get?
Yeah.
Ready?
Look at the way she looks. Doesn't she look sneaky?
She got one lip curled up.
Look at her.
Sticks up out of the water. You can see it. Good girl. Good girl. And I'm done.
Oh, where's that? You're silly.
Give him a good shake to it. There you go.
The water feels actually nice on my legs. You good girl?
All right.
Let's do this.
He jogs past like I'm gonna back into him.
Yeah, no trespassing. Look at this. This is what we're up against. This is called land stewardship. This is called trust. This is what our business here is. We're gonna go back there and see what Aquila's hiding from us. This gate should not be here. This is a public road blocked by Aquila. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna film and see what's taking place back in here. This road has been blocked since 2001 and nobody has said anything. I recently attended the Menominee Road Commission meeting last Tuesday and I asked the Menominee Road engineer about this road and he said it's a public road and that gate should be down.
The engineer told you that.
The engineer told me that. Daryl Cass.
Really?
Yes.
Good.
I can hear him back in here.
I gotta get back there. It sounded
Good. Let's go in there.
Let's roll.
Here.
Oh,
Just hold that up.
that sounds good.
Oh, Mary, you can do it.
I did it.
You can tell there's a lock on here.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, there is a lock. Okay. Yeah, they can sure lock their gates, but they can't lock their aquifers. But you can't put one on your aquifer.
Boy, this is up in the boonies. It's all this crap. Danger, keep out. Danger, keep out. And this is what's in there, whatever the hell this is.
Yeah.
What the heck? This is weird. Big holding tanks with some kind of whatever the hell is in there.
Yeah, and then
All fenced off.
yeah.
Just a bunch of holding tanks
Really?
with a bunch of shitty looking water.
What's in it?
Big holding tanks like half an inch of sludge looking water. Look at this, all this keep out jazz.
What the hell is that?
Keep out danger. Look at that shit on the end.
Look at that shit.
No,
That almost looks like acid mine drainage.
and it
That's what the river will look like.
We really should sample that water.
Yeah.
Nobody has a
Look at it. It's like a slurry that goes down on a pitch, and it has tubes in each different tank. Look at the color of that water. It looks like almost like acid mine drainage.
Is anyone going to Lake Township tomorrow night? Or the 11th? So if anyone does, is there a way to get it?
And whatever that is at the headwater of this thing. And it goes,
Okay, 6 p.m. So if anyone does, is there a way
they can run from pipe to pipe. There's 3 of these things.
Depends on what you're
If it fills up high enough, it goes to the next one, it goes to the 3rd one.
probably filtration stuff because they have those over by where they have ditch A.
Okay.
And it's full of, it's supposed to be the granular activated carbon, but even when I looked at that over by ditch A, it was actually like some plastic polymer crap.
Really?
But when you open it up, it's all black. It looks like granular activated carbon, but the thing itself said that it was like pellets of PVC.
So that's to use for filtering?
That's a real good
It
shape.
really looked like it was usable.
Yeah.
What is
You
this
can
in
tell
here?
the care
Who
they
knows?
took in
You
what?
can't go on that? No.
That
I
might-
get it. Okay.
Well, yeah, I think this side is state land.
It is.
Yeah.
Because I pulled it up on the GPS to see, and so,
That side's a kilo?
well, this would be the road that we come in off of,
Yep.
and so this is going to be state land, the green. So that should be state land, but be careful because this, it might not be, but I think it is.
Yeah.
We're far enough in. Oh yeah, it's state. We're on state right now.
If this is on state land, they should. This is unexcusable. You're not allowed to stash anything on state land.
Why would they be allowed to dig and bury stuff on
Yeah.
state land?
Yeah.
This might not be state land, but we're right on the cusp, if not. And it shouldn't be that close to a county road.
These
Like
are big
30
plastic
feet
holding
from the center
containers
is
for
state
something.
owned.
Yep.
They're huge.
Oh, so we hear the sirens going.
Yeah. Too bad. Yeah.
Good, we'll tell them to arrest these people that block the road.
Yeah,
They
no
won't be
kidding.
able to come in with their cars.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at the footprints.
Look like little bears. Yeah. We got Marianne 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, look at this. Eeny, meeny, chili, beany. We got 4 different routes here. Where do we go from here?
Well, this way, I think this way this goes back in and around. I don't know if this is Boneyard Road. Huh?
That's just the road, the power lines are right there.
I think that's where we took the tour, right? Didn't they bring us
Yep.
along here for that tour that they gave?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
They made us wear hard hats to walk around in a field. It was the dumbest
That was hilarious.
So I wore that hard hat and I started asking him about cyanide.
The flotation process uses like a frother. It's like a soap. It's very similar to a soap. It actually creates a froth. And there's trace amounts of xanthates that render the minerals we're trying to concentrate hydrophobic. But those are only trace amounts, and that's and that's
Cyanide,
all.
we know what to use. You're going to use cyanide to process the gold.
There's cyanide is used to extract the gold.
How do you use the cyanide and then get it back out before you put this back in and then it's not contaminated anymore? Well, I had this hard hat that said FOF on it, and after a while, Tom looks at me and he goes, "What do you do?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "What do you do?" And I was like, "I don't." what is going on? He goes, for Fourth. What do you do for Fourth? And I was like, oh, you just gave me this hard hat to wear. I don't know. I don't know if it's Fourth.
At some point, if they have to discharge that, it goes through a cyanide destruction unit.
Yeah, he didn't know. He tried to say that it gets neutralized, and then there's no more cyanide. I was like, you can't.
It's magic.
I was like,
cyanide.
yeah, I was like, maybe, but how do you?
Cyanide destruction unit.
This is where that tour was.
Wow, look at the rock.
Stood right on, right?
Yeah, that's the outcropping we stood on during the tour.
Any kind of black rock is usually a mineral rock or a volcanic deposit.
This
Is.
just looks
That's
so
what
unusual here, huh?
Tom Quigley said. He's like, and we have ore just cropping out of the earth. Shut up.
Yeah, right, whatever.
Look what they did to that.
I know.
What a mess.
Looks like copper there.
It's
Isn't
just a freaking mess,
it?
ain't
Is that
it?
copper?
There's a buried PVC tube that pipe is on top of. Like the whole thing would come out,
Maybe that's
and it's just a black pipe coming out.
Locked on the other end of the same damn road.
Yeah, they ain't locked.
That's
What
I
the
mean.
hell? How can that be?
Right.
That is the most ignorant thing.
He's coming in from the other way. It's not.
Right,
There's
no
no.
lock.
There's no lock, and it just comes up to a gate. How do you get out?
Well, perfect. Mary has a ride out.
How do you? Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna meet us. I said, if Mary can't make it, she just hop in with you,
Exactly.
and then you can take her out.
And all the no trespassing. Well, that makes you feel better, right, Mary?
just-
Yes, as far as you want.
See,
Well,
this
the
is this
danger
must be
signs
state
for
land
that
yet too.
containment pond or whatever the hell that
Yeah,
thing
it
is.
would be.
Yeah.
Those half drums with, danger, keep away and all that shit.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
painted up and locked up. That was kind of bizarre.
That is super bizarre.
You got another one of those PVC pipes sticking out right here.
Yeah.
If it's like the other one, it's sitting on top of a buried black PVC pipe that's this big. It's going up, and then the ends were copper.
It could be for a monitoring device, like a rotation device or something.
Yeah, could be, but the wire itself wasn't in that black pipe.
They should never be allowed to mine. I'm so
You can't
impressed
believe
with
nothing
everything
they
they've
say,
ever
for
done.
God's sakes.
Nothing.
Let me try again, Buddha.
You can't believe anything.
Buddha, let me try again. I think we'll do okay.
We're transparent,
Yeah,
all
we're
right.
getting drier here.
Those lowland sections are more. That's where
Oh, yeah.
it stands out.
Yowzer. I'm sure my brakes are not on any kind yet. Yeah. Well,
we
then do it
actually
on
are
their
not-
land for Christ's
We
sake.
actually are not on state land anymore.
Uh-oh.
What?
Look at where we're coming across.
They bought the road?
No, this is not a.
Oh, shoot.
What are we on then?
Their land.
No, this is
But it still can be a county
They
road
can't
that goes
take over
through their
the
land.
road.
No.
this is Boneyard Road.
Let's
Just stay on
just
the road.
get to the next part. Oh yeah, stay on the road. Stay on the road. We're follow the gravel road.
Yep. We're on a mission from God.
We're lost.
Brothers
We're
moving.
lost in the middle of Aquila territory. Oh my God, it's my worst nightmare.
Here they come! Run! We don't start running.
Run, yeah, and no one's armed either. Well, back off.
I got a stick.
Yeah.
I'll poke
Bear
you.
shoved up your
I'll
ass.
poke you.
This is Gabe's.
Oh,
You let me
really?
use it. Yeah, isn't that neat?
Did he make it or what?
I don't know where he got it, but
Oh, let's go down this
they
way. a little
do.
ways.
They are always
We gotta
out.
find Jim because Jim's
Always
waiting
out in the
for us
wilderness
somewhere.
so.
That's what we heard stopped then. Andy says there's a fork up the road. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they're up to up here. Just stay on the beaten path, eh, Tone?
Kill a fork in our community.
Good one. Good one. How true it is.
Yeah. Very, very true.
Here comes Jim.
Pull up further. I would have never have found this ever.
Oh my God, yeah. Don't get scared, buddy, because you're gonna have to save us, okay? If it's the same place, we'll know if that's where he was yesterday.
Yeah, well, hey Jim, you were here yesterday, eh?
Yeah, back there.
road, but I didn't drive all the way back.
Oh, so they just recently put a cable up?
No, it's got a cable up and it's got a camera on it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it's
Ah.
got a dome camera.
Ah.
Well, I got halfway up.
And then there's another cable?
Yeah, with a camera.
You don't want to go by it?
Not by the camera.
So what's up there by the intersection?
It does this. It almost looks like it goes in a circle. I don't know.
This is what it does. It goes like this from south, and it goes up. And you got to go north, northeast. Here comes a guy right here. Oh, that's Regina.
Yeah, don't tell her you
Oh, I-
said that. Yeah.
All I seen was just a flash. And then it goes like this to the north. Then you go north northeast. That's what Bill told me to take north northeast. And then that'll take you back around. And then you'll go around west.
Yep. There's a cable right over there.
Bill called me last night. He wanted to come, but he has 2 doctor's appointments.
Yeah, that's
He said,
too
just
bad.
make sure, Booty, you get on there. He says, you make sure you go north. You're going east right now, and then you go north northeast.
We're going north right now.
Kind of.
We started east. Oh, yeah.
There's tons of them over there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what he said. North
Oh
northeast.
my God, thank you.
And now they're cyanide free.
Blackberries. Yep.
For now. So we're gonna head east after this, cause that will
Okay,
hook
so
off
this
east.
road's really on.
Oh no, thank you.
Oh,
I'm good, thank you.
Boneyard Road. You see, it's marked right on his GPS.
Really?
So this curve, I was up in
Something
here,
over there. Oh my God.
and I had to turn
Too bad we
back
don't have a
around.
bucket
I
with
was
us.
back.
Yeah. More
Blueberries.
blackberries? Blueberries.
Smaller leaves.
Small leaves. But I think this hillside looks like it's the perfect direction.
No, went all the way up here. Turn, it
Feel happy
opens
seeing
up.
them in the boneyard.
Whoa, what you got there? Toot?
Good job, Toot.
What you got, Toot?
If we stay on this, no, it comes back down to there.
Yeah,
It does a circle.
yeah, it
But
does
where does
circle.
this one go?
It goes all the way around. It comes back over to here.
That's all milkweed right
I
there.
want to peek up at here. If we would have gone this way.
That's good for the monarchs.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we didn't find any machines yet.
Did you see anything?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, okay. No,
Call us good, Buddha. We
We're
got
gonna-
what we got.
we're gonna call it good.
Well, at
We
least
done?
we know where Boneyard Road is.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic movement on the road when I came back.
Was there?
Yeah, just vehicles driving.
Just parking our vehicles and nobody in there. It gives them, you know what I mean? I was hoping that somebody would come.
Got your sticker?
Yep.
Yeah, man, we're doing her. I was hoping that Keela would have came out and said something to
So
us.
do I.
But you know what? Just to make sure and let them know that we know that this is a public road.
That's right. I think we should come back here every week just to come back here.
Yeah.
Right?
Bring a picnic lunch, and we'll eat next to the slop pit that they have up there.
It almost looks like acid mine water.
It does. It's all yellow.
Yeah.
Probably not very good for the animals, birds.
Anybody that's drinking it, yeah. Look at how pretty that tree is. It's like it got feathers. I enjoyed it, Tony.
Baby deer.
Yeah,
I think I should be able to get you in this mare.
I'm okay, Buddha.
Here, hop on there once.
How about Buddha? This is all sand. It's gonna go right in.
No, sit farther back. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going downhill now.
Okay.
I'll just go slow in case we do a bow diddle.
Yeah, I'll go boom.
Just hang on.
I am. I think we should take the cable down.
I'm not. I was told
Not to, huh?
not to touch their property
Okay.
because then they could say that it's not their
Look
property.
at that. There's a lot of tracks, a lot of deer tracks out here.
It's all wildlife.
Yeah.
What they're gonna kill. I think I can get you in here now, man.
Booty, you said the mine site was 1,000 what?
1,083 acres.
God,
That's the footprint.
man, that's crazy.
And they're only talking 80. They're
Here,
talking.
just do this. This is easier.
Basically, they're talking 80, is what they say, but it's 1,083 acres is what the total footprint of the mine is.
Man, you know, people just don't realize that they're not thinking. They're thinking there's going to be a defined hole. It's just going to be, you know, just a round pit.
The
like
way they
a gravel
literally,
pit
the way
was
they
or
literally say it it's called the back 40. So they're trying to make it sound like it's just a small project, being 40.
Yeah.
You know, but the footprint is 1,083 acres
Crazy.
of devastation and pollution is what we're going to be dealing with here.
Okay, this water protector has to sit. She's wearing down.
Hop in, water protector.
There we go. Off and running again.
We're off and running.
We're off and running, yeah.
Uh-oh, here, there's Liam right here. Wonderful. Just wonderful. This cable should be down. This is illegal, and if it ain't down, we're going to press charges.
No, you want something even better? That's diamond cuttings in that.
That's
a
from their
temporary
drill bit?
holding
Drill cuttings.
drill cuttings.
Diamond drilling cuttings.
Diamond drilling cuttings. So basically, it's their tailings.
It's waste rock.
Yeah, but if it's got sulfur in it, it's gonna be acid mine drainage tailings,
Because
right?
that's what waste rock is, right?
It is contained. It is contained.
There's a big squared off pit back there that's fenced off.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir.
Oh
Are you talking about this right here?
Stay.
Yeah. Right
Well, the fence material here, those are sumps. They're called sumps.
It's a gravity sump.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It just contains solid tailings when it's in use.
What is all that yellow water in there?
Acid mine drainage.
Yeah.
Because it's sulfur where they're drilling. I know, it's so sad.
From Canada with you?
Beg your pardon?
Did he
What is
come
your
from Canada with
what
you?
is your position with him here?
I'm the chief operating officer.
Oh, my name is Buddha.
Oh, are you Mark something or another?
No, I'm not.
What's your name?
Sorry. Buddha.
Buddha? Jeff?
Yes.
Jeff Buddha?
What's your name?
My name's Mike Welch.
Mike Welch? Oh, I said Mark. That's close enough.
And what's your name?
Andy Rich.
Okay. Right on. You work for Aquila Resources? I do work for Aquila Resources.
Somebody gave me your card and told me to call you so you could bribe me to leave you guys alone. Yeah.
Don't.
How is it that
Here,
they
don't-
can block this off?
Because they thought it wasn't a county
Here.
road. That's what he just said. He's not in it. He doesn't believe us that this is Boneyard Road.
There
It's
is.
not in.
It is an easement. It's a county road. It's not an easement.
And if
per
the
se,
cable
it's a
ain't
county
down
road.
on
It's a county road.
It's clearly marked on GPS. It's
Sure.
according to the road commission. It's a county road.
And we hear that you guys have been in violation and had it blocked off since 2001. Is that true?
I can't believe no one
Well,
ever
if we don't believe
called
there's no easement, we don't know that we're breaking the law.
Well, negligence? Well, not negligence. What's it
Shouldn't you
called?
check-
Ignorance?
shouldn't you
Ignorance is
check-
not bliss.
Shouldn't
You need
check
to know the
see
local roads.
before you put the cable up? Yeah,
I'm assuming that because the cable was there, the guys already knew.
See right here it is.
Okay.
And it goes all the way around into a horseshoe, all the way back around to the north.
Well, he knows where it goes. He's been running this since 2001. We haven't. He has.
So I mean, you know, obviously there's a bit of a dilemma here. We don't believe there's an easement, but certainly.
That's not a dilemma. It's really easily solved. You guys can just go to the Menominee Road Commission and find out that you need to take your cables down. You
That's
can
what
do it
we'll do.
today, actually.
Well, that's what we'll do.
You'll have to.
Talk to,
That'll take a
Daryl-
little longer though to
Daryl
get out.
Cass.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Because I was there last
We'll
week.
resolve that. We'll resolve that.
Perfect. We work out perfect then. Because I was there last Tuesday at a meeting there. And the DNR actually wanted to alleviate the township of this road for responsibility. And the township said there is no way that they'll give the DNR responsibility to this road because they'll block this road off.
Okay.
And this was exactly what they said at the township meeting.
And you spoke to Daryl.
I
So
spoke to
if
Daryl.
If I talk to Daryl,
Daryl knows who I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I
right,
talked to
fair enough.
Daryl and I talked to, what's that other guy, Zink? Or Ken Zink? He was there, and I can't remember, Kutnik? They were all there.
Are they open today?
Keiko, yeah. Huh?
Are they open today?
No, the township? No. they're not
When will
open.
they be open?
I'd have to look and see when the next meeting is.
You're talking about the monthly meeting?
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take you to do this research and get this cable down if it turns out that it is in fact county road and you shouldn't have it blocked off in the first place?
I don't know. I'd have to have a conversation with the MCRC to find out what all that all entails.
How can we get updated on this progress?
You can call me.
What's your phone number?
You have my card.
I used to. I definitely didn't keep it. I think I gave it away, and then the guy yelled at me for that too. Because he gave me this card and was like, "You need to call this guy," and I was like, I was like, here, who's the guy that has the long hair that's always at the protest?
Why am I being filmed?
Dude, here.
Mark,
yeah, because you're on, I mean, that's...
Security camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I give him the card. I go, here, he wants you to call him. And the guy goes, no, Andy, you. And I've never met the guy before in my life. He knows my name, and he's telling me I need to call this guy. I'm like, ooh, that's creepy. Oh, Walsh, Welch, close enough.
Close enough. All right, well, thank you very much, folks. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the concern.
705-280-7677 is your cell phone, hey?
Our side,
Where's your side? I'm sorry.
against the mine.
That's a different conversation.
No.
Yeah, I'm not feeling.
Canada, he's not even from here.
I'm not feeling.
Yeah,
well-
he
I'm
doesn't
not
care
feeling
about
well today,
ruining our
but
land.
That's a conversation for a different time. All right. Thank you for the offer.
How
So I will
long?
contact.
How long before I call?
Give me 48 hours.
Okay.
Great.
All right, let me make a call to the road commission, see what's up. See if we can get some. So we can get to the bottom of it.
Yep.
But whatever it'll be, right?
Right, exactly.
So I'm under the impression that there's no easement here, right? That is private property.
Nope, this is a township road.
Fair enough.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a township road.
Okay.
So, and the township has total responsibility, and they can't do any kind of repairs to keep it updated with a cable across it. And they've been trying to get this cable off. This has been blocked off since 2001, and they've been trying to get this cable down. Mr. Bill Borner, you know where the Borners are.
I have an idea where they're going.
Yeah, they've been trying to get this done, and finally we said, fudge this. We got to get this down.
Okay.
Why block public access to anything?
Fair enough.
You know, so.
What does it say about Aquila if you guys don't even do your due diligence to determine that this is in fact a county road, should that be the case, and you have this cable up here since 2001 blocking off a public road? What does that say about what you guys do and how your
Well,
business
I'm not going to speculate
runs
because I
and-
don't have a decision from the Menominee County Road Commission to say that we're actually
You don't want
doing
to play
anything wrong.
pretend? I mean, we're very
No, we
confident
don't.
that it's a county
That's
road.
fine.
He showed it to you on the GPS. We're all leaning that
not
way,
playing
right?
pretend.
You
It's not
believe
playing
that.
pretend.
We would
It's
not walk.
speculative.
We would not walk across trespassing signs like this with a cable if we did not know 100%.
Okay, fair enough. I get that. I appreciate
And
that.
we just came from the road commission, so I'm just wondering, like, what are your thoughts on,
Dude,
what you're going to tell people about why you negligently
yeah,
blocked
I've
this
given you my
off?
thoughts. So we'll contact the county road commission. We'll take it from there.
Okay.
All right. If we're doing something contrary to
Right.
to some.
How do you not know that those are the rules, though? I mean, you should know that you can't block off county roads. That seems
Right.
like basic.
That would be basic if we believed that was the case. We don't believe
No,
that's
no,
the
no,
case.
no. I'm saying instead of like guessing and assuming, like if we have all this information and the GPS that shows this is a county road, and we just went to the county road commissioner and determined that yes, in fact, it's a county road. What prevented Aquila from doing that in 2001? That just seems like negligence. That's like
And
leaving
again,
glass
you're-
off of the wells or
No,
something.
You're asking me to speculate. And let me have a conversation with the Menominee County Road Commission. We believe one thing for various reasons. I don't know what they all are.
I just want to know how you think we got to this point where there's two totally
You're asking-
opposite and
Right.
provable
Right.
cases with this
But you're-
road where Aquila, like you should be standing here saying, no, we did all of our due diligence at the beginning. We verified that this was not a county road before we ever considered putting a cable up. That's the conversation you should be telling me as somebody who was in charge of this massive business that should be doing things by the book. And instead you're sitting here telling me, we're not sure and we don't know and I don't want to speculate, but that's crazy. You should have been 100% sure. You should be standing here throwing down saying, I am 100% sure that if we put a cable across this, that this is private and this is not a county road. Don't you guys think? I mean, who runs a business that way? Well, we just thought nobody would notice, so we put a cable up, and if somebody says it's a county road, I guess we'll have to look into it. What the hell?
Right?
That's insane. You're a massive corporation with billions of dollars, and you can't check if this is a county road before you block it off to the public? I know, look at him smirking.
I would believe that somebody's already done their homework. If there's a cable across,
Then you
and
should be
it's posted.
throwing down and defending your company. How come you're not?
Because Jeff and I had a conversation whereby I said I would contact the Menominee County Road Commission.
All right, cool,
That's the
man,
deal.
whatever. It just seems absurd that a company of your size wouldn't, know this already.
If I were the vice president, I'd be pretty.
Sir, please don't walk away. Is the
Pardon?
I said please don't walk
You
away.
didn't say please the first time.
Yeah,
I did.
No, you
It's on
didn't.
camera,
I did
actually. He
say please.
What can I do for you?
Is the Aquila field office open today?
I believe so.
And is Shantae Lassard there? She's the communications
here.
manager,
Shantae
correct?
will be in the office in Stevenson.
In Stevenson.
Yes.
Who's in the office at the field office here?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay.
I'd have to go and check. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Consider it.
He's the guy that gave me your car.
This morning I was there. I went to the road commission, and Daryl worked either one of them were there. And I spoke with the ladies there, and they let me know that. And I looked at the map, but the map doesn't give you coordinates as to where it access is or what the road. It's hard to say. I'm pretty certain it's not. This has never been.
They say it looks around and connects to Boneyard Road. Does it use here in this ones? So we'll call County Road Commission. I think this one is all
So, do you want me to call that one? Yeah, no problem.
He said that.
Hi, officer. I'm Mike Welch. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Keeler Resources.
Okay, all right. And who are you?
I'm a resident.
Okay,
Well,
would you
you're only
stand back? Please stand back, okay? You can do what you want to do, but please stand back.
So we had some issues lately that people are complaining that that's a county road. Yes, yeah, they do. So we're trying to resolve the County Road Commission and whether it's county road or not. What has court? No, that has nothing to do with court issues. This is the more recent issue. So I mean, we're kind of doing the story for 2 years and all that kind of stuff. It's been up a long time.
This is probably never ending. Well, I'm pretty doggone confident the road they're referring to is more than good access to the area. The one that they are referring to is Boneyard, I don't that's my opinion. And we had attempted to speak with the road commission this morning out there myself. There's such a coincidental that somebody needs to.
I don't think you want my autograph.
Okay.
He wants to talk to us, but he
pronounce
wants
my name.
to
Really?
No.
The Polish?
No, I'm not Polish.
Oh, I'm great at Polish names.
We're all friends, and we came here together.
Okay, all right. Let's all go down by your vehicle.
You're taking a nature hike.
Well, that's, you can take a hike, that's fine. Yeah, I guess I could sound silly. I'm gonna move my car out of the way, so just, I'll talk to you down there.
You're taking a nature hike on a township road. Is what we were doing. That's illegally blocked off.
Well, and that guy stopped me before.
Yeah. The township meeting.
That's all we need to do. Yeah.
So, did they destroy anything?
Not that I'm aware of. I didn't even check that. They took. No, they took the. We'll be polite and leave it at that. We'll be polite and leave it at that.
These vehicles here belong to them?
They're all their vehicles.
This one is mine.
Okay, people in Trooper will let you in front of the Gladstone.
Good, how are you?
What's going on today?
Oh, nothing. We're just, we believe this is a county road.
This is a township road.
They've blocked it off illegally.
Okay, you believe it is, okay.
100% because I was just at the meeting.
Okay.
Oh, actually, wait. Listen to him real
Okay,
quick.
I can only listen to one at a
Yeah,
time.
we nominate Buddha.
Okay, so I'll talk to one, I'll talk to each one if you like, that's okay, I don't have a problem with that, but I can only listen to one at a time.
All right, gotcha.
All right, now, you're 100% proof.
100%.
Do you have a map
We had the
that says so? No, wait a minute. You gotta remember, you're telling me that, I have to have concrete proof.
Okay.
All right.
I was at the Menominee County Road Commission last Tuesday, and I talked to the engineer, the Road Commission engineer, Daryl Cass, and he told me that this road is Boneyard Road. It goes around in a circle, and it is on the GPS. There is a GPS, and it specifically says Boneyard Road.
Okay. There's Boneyard Road down the road here.
That's the same road.
And it
That's
connects
the
to
road.
this.
Yeah, it loops
And
around.
it doesn't loop back like this.
It does,
loops
but they
up
have
to
a-
356.
Nope, it loops right here.
That's
South
what,
of-
okay, that's what I'm looking
Yes,
at a
sir.
map. That's what it does. Okay,
Okay.
on the map. Okay,
Okay,
this is
yes.
a paper map.
Okay, yes, sir.
And we know GPS can be more accurate, and it can also be totally inaccurate.
To an extent,
I've been lost with GPS.
I
Okay,
had to go through a cornfield.
okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. I've been on a railroad track
Right.
telling me, and the
Right.
GPS was telling me it was a roadway.
Right.
What are you guys doing here that you got to be on this road right now?
We would like to know why they can block off public access to a township road.
Okay, all right, I understand that, and that's a good question. Okay.
And who gave them the right to put this cable up without doing further research than they have?
Okay, no, if this is their property, which they believe, okay,
Okay.
they can
See-
put up, okay,
Yes,
just
sir.
like if it was your property, you could put up a cable.
Yes, sir.
And then I show up, and I have to prove, you gotta prove to me that it's your property? That's what you're doing to them.
Right.
Okay. You gotta prove that you can put this, I get that,
Okay.
but shouldn't you do that at court? In other words,
There should be
doing
no
this
court.
here,
That's backwards. They
I
can
can't-
put up a cable in there.
one at a time,
Oh, sorry.
and I'll let you have your piece.
I
That's
know,
okay, so
but
I'll let you have
I
it.
might forget.
What I'm saying is, you're trying to force them to prove it right this moment, right?
They know.
No.
Well, maybe they do. That's here nor there. I can't tell you.
That's hearsay.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
didn't
And
go track them down.
one at a
No,
time.
we-
One at a
we asked
time.
them to come.
And I'll
Yeah,
let
we
you.
didn't need anything proven today.
Okay.
They came to us.
All right. But if you're on their property and they believe you are, they can have you arrested for trespassing. Okay? If they believe it's their property.
Right.
No, I'm not going to arrest anybody because They can't prove it any more than you can.
And besides,
okay?
you'll never take me alive.
Yeah, there you go. See, I knew it right away. She'd be the tough one. But what I'm saying is I can't do anything because, first of all, either one of you has to prove what you're telling me.
Right.
Neither one of you can. Okay, you can tell me all you want, and they're doing the same thing.
Can we call?
What I would like you to do is I'll take your names, I'll make a report of this, and I will do some checking to see if I can find out for you.
Great.
And I'll get you an answer, and I will call you.
Appreciate that.
How's that?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because I think this might be mistaken for the bone up there, and this does not connect as far as I know. Okay?
Yes.
How
if I
far
can
up
find
is
that,
the-
if I can find that, I will for you, and I'll get back to all of you and let you know, whoever your spokesperson is.
Talk to the Menominee County Road Commission. 'Cause I was at that meeting yesterday. And
Well, I've got somebody from there coming now because I want to talk to somebody.
cool.
Okay?
Cool.
Well,
Do you know
put it this
who?
way, I requested somebody. Doesn't mean they're going to come.
Oh.
Okay. So what I'm saying is I'll do everything I can to get your answer.
Okay, great. We really appreciate
And I
it.
really don't want to arrest anybody here today. Okay?
Right,
That's
right.
not what I'm here
Right.
for. I want to find out what's going on. Okay, let's make this peaceful. That's what we all
Absolutely.
do as
We're
Americans,
always
right? We do
peaceful.
everything peaceful.
We're not here to hurt nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, but in the meantime, what I would like you to do is stay off there until we can find out.
Great.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
You can go back there once you find out if it's, if it's open to you, go for it.
Right.
Okay? And I
Exactly.
won't have a problem with
Because
it.
one side, it shows right specifically on the GPS and on the map.
Right.
One side is state land, to an extent.
Right.
To an extent.
Right. I
And
know.
then if you stay on this road, because when I was at the Menominee County Road
I need
Commission,
you to stay a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Watch
Julie,
out behind you, though.
And I get it. I get it.
He's a close talker.
yeah, I see that. He keeps
But I'm
backing
also a police officer, and you got him.
you don't have to worry about it.
So you don't spray it, buddy.
And I don't know I really don't know who you are.
Okay.
You could do anything to me, and I wouldn't know it until it's too late.
He's a puppy. He
Okay,
barks,
so-
but he don't bite.
Safety, that's all. Okay?
Yep.
Yes. Where was my train of thought now?
You were
what
telling me
part was
about how
state
it
land
was partly
on the
state land,
GPS?
wasn't state
Oh
land.
yeah, to walk
But if
back
you
in
sta-
here, it
if
all
you
says
stay-
state.
If you stay on this road, see what had taken place at the Menominee County Road
I'm going
Commission meeting
closer.
as of
Yeah,
Tuesday,
I know you.
they
Can't
said
help
that the DNR wanted them to delist and give them sole priorityship, the DNR. Remove this from the township road and give the DNR total access to Boneyard Road. And at that meeting, they said no way would they ever do that because they've dealt with the DNR on numerous occasions, and they'll put a gate like this here and a gate like that there and block
I
off.
think there's a
total
gate
access.
on Boneyard Road up there, isn't
I
it?
think that's Mr. Borner's.
Okay, but if there, no, that belongs on, the way I understand, okay, that gate belongs on Boneyard Road, and I don't know who owns it, but there's access to that road from 356. So what I'd like you to do, guys, when you're done here, take a ride up 356 and see if you can find Boneyard Road there. That's all open to you.
Right, right.
Is
right.
356 the
But
road that
The
comes
next
off
one over and up.
that one they just redid by the dam?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Didn't Jim say that he rode down Boneyard Road and there was a cable at one
There's
point
another
at it?
Cable,
Yeah.
it's cabled off.
It's cabled off there too.
Yep.
Central 8418.
I think Melody Humphrey, who's doing stuff now, was in charge of their drilling permit previously. That was the name that little weasel guy gave me.
Yeah.
Remember from the DEQ? You were there,
Okay, disregard
White
it this
Pines
time.
guy?
Oh,
Mining was
information
like
later. I have 5 people here, protesters. I will.
We're not protesting.
We're nature hiking.
We're not
Well,
protesting.
you're considered protesters.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
What are we protesting?
My family's
You're
landowners.
protesting a
in
road
this
that you think you have a right to be on. So that's what you are. You're a protester.
But
Okay?
I
We're
didn't have a
protectors.
sign.
We're protectors.
We're residents.
Could you repeat? I am
We're nature
secure.
hiking.
Okay,
Are they asking you if you're in danger and you're secure?
they check out. Well, there's me, and they don't know who's out here.
Of course.
And they don't know what kind of protesters you are. You could, and I tried to tell them you're
protectors.
peaceful, but that doesn't mean much.
well, I'm
Because 2
glad they
seconds
care.
later, you may not
Yeah.
be peaceful. Okay.
Glad they care and
All
are
right.
checking on you.
We specifically
Let's
unloaded all
concur.
of our weapons before we came out.
I have no weapons.
So there are no weapons
I
in
am
any of our
I don't wanna
vehicles.
hear about
There's
weapons.
nothing. There are none.
I got nothing.
So what I'd like to do is, I'm gonna get my notepad, I wanna get all your names down, all right? And I will put down what you're worried about.
Yes, sir.
That you think this roadway is what did you call it?
Boneyard Road.
Boneyard Road,
Yes, sir.
okay, I'll put that in the report. They can't get a hold of anybody at this time, which is not unusual.
Right, right.
Okay, so what I'll do is, once I find out that information, call him and he'll let you guys all know.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Okay?
That'd be lovely.
Yes, sir.
But at this time, I ask you not to stay here. I just ask you to leave until we find that out.
We were just about to leave.
Yeah, we were on our way. We were
on our
coming
way
back.
Sound
And
fair?
then they showed
Yeah.
up. and
But
then
this
you showed
way,
up.
at least I will
But it can be
shake the
resolved.
bushes and maybe get your answer.
It's
I
good.
talked
It's
to,
perfect that you did, to be
I talked
honest.
to Nettleton, and he heard about some of this stuff before, about this cable here and stuff, but he wouldn't specifically say anything.
Well, I
He's,
don't
he's
know
ready to
what's-
retire. You're almost ready to retire too, right?
I would like to retire, yes.
I retired.
Yeah, good for you. Let
Then
me
you
get-
can come
let me
over
get my
here
notebook.
with
I'll
us.
bring it over here. I'll have you write your names down. I'm gonna need your names and addresses, your driver's license number,
My wheelchair.
your martial arts card.
Got it.
She's a lethal
Such
weapon.
a your lethal weapon. Yeah, your walking stick.
Yeah, that's it.
And like I said, phone numbers and that. And then once we're done with that, you can leave. And then, like I said, when I get the answers, I'll call you back.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you
I'll
so
give
much.
you my
What's your
card.
first
So
name?
I'll give you my card. I'm Steve.
Good, Steve.
Steve.
Bob.
I'll get you my card so you know who I am.
Okay, perfect.
Thank
And will our private information be...
It's going to be in the
Given to them?
report. It's
Okay.
going to be in the report.
So they're not
freedom of
gonna-
freedom
No,
of
they can
information
get it.
means anybody can get it.
Anybody get anything?
They're not going to pick on you for coming here.
Well, they already
No.
follow us. They harass us. They're horrible.
This is long-standing.
Yeah, they are. That is true. That's why we're here.
I've been threatened with a
This is wrong.
lawsuit.
We checked. We did our homework.
Yeah, we're not,
I'm sure you did.
And
I'm not doubting you.
we're waiting for
I
your
have
feedback.
both parties telling me something and I have to figure out what's the truth.
I get that.
I'll tell you, we're not doing this for a paycheck. We're doing it free. Those guys are getting paid to stand there right now and talk to you. And they only
We're
see
doing this to
dollar
protect
signs.
Let me get my notepad and like I said, I'll get
Oh,
your
but
information.
wait, she wanted to say something.
Yes.
That guy, Dan Zizek or whatever the heck his name is,
Music.
he was at the Ogden Club and he came up to me. I'd never met the other guy until today. That's Michael Welch, the COO. And he told me, you need to call Michael Welch. He wants you to call him. And
So you
I
can talk to
said,
him?
why? I don't even know who he is. And he goes, just call him. And I said, here, and I handed the card to the person next to me and I said, this guy wants you to call him. And he pointed right in my face. I've never met the man in my life. He pointed right in my face. He said, no, Andy, you need to call him. I've never met him. He knows who I am. These people are scary.
Mr.
And
Boneyard,
Have you
they
been here
harass
before?
us.
Have you been here
Never.
before?
Oh,
I was
I
here
was
once
here.
for the
Have you
mine
met
tour.
them before?
Never.
I know.
I met that guy
at
at a
the
county
Ogden
meeting.
Club.
I've
I met
met
the one
Dan.
guy.
I don't.
I met Dan.
They had an open house,
All right,
so we
let me
got
get my
called her
paperwork so you guys can get going too.
All right, thank you.
That was 2 years ago. I don't.
I remember that.
That guy's creepy.
He is. He's.
Did you do the walk with us? And they did the open house?
No, he wasn't here yet.
You're talking about
That was.
this Dan
That was
guy
what.
who's creepy?
That was October.
That's the little short one.
All of them
Is that
are
the little
No,
short?
October something,
That kind of one that was
2016.
over here.
Oh, okay.
That
And
big.
Andy was there
I think I
on a
just.
tour, and I'm like, I think I know you from when you were a little thing.
Tony, I should give you this tape before we leave.
Right
In case you want to edit this all together, because this is kind of a big deal, you know.
You use your hood to write on?
Oh, sure.
Don't scratch it.
Well, you guys are the ones that are going to write.
We know your name.
Is it inappropriate to offer you a donut hole?
I would refuse anyway, thank you.
I wouldn't refuse. Okay.
I never eat donuts on duty in a uniform ever.
Too stereotypical.
I hate that
You know what it
stereotype.
is? There's not a coffee shop.
I hate that stereotype.
I do too.
Oh,
I do
see,
too.
I love
The only
donuts.
reason why police officers eat in coffee shops, usually that's in the big cities, it's the only thing that's open at night. That's why you used to catch us there.
They have
But you would never catch me there. I'd stand outside.
They have a police fundraiser where they stand on
Then
top
put
of
your date
Dunkin'
of birth.
Donuts like once a year.
Phone
Really?
number.
In Menominee. It's
Really?
wonderful. Yeah. It's the Dunkin' Donuts pop fundraiser. They stand on top of Dunkin' Donuts and they take donation collection.
That analogy's been
Yeah.
flowing around for 60 years.
More. Tracy, I'll take you there.
Where your address is, where you live.
Do you know why they're called cops?
And do we need to do
Why?
a license?
Because
If you have it, I'd
in
like it,
London,
yes.
the buttons on their uniforms are made of copper.
All your information.
And so they
is
started
preferred.
calling them coppers. And then they turned
Now
into
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in a report. All your names will be in it, including theirs, okay?
So you want my driver's
And an
license number on
explanation
here?
of, yes, I want your.
That's not going to be in the report, right? Just our names, right?
Your names and the reason why you were here.
Okay, but no addresses, no phone numbers. none of that.
Everything that you're giving me is gonna be in a report, I have to do that.
Well, that's kind
Whether
of
you give it to
putting
me or
us-
not, I'm gonna have to get it from you, okay? Because I have to have it.
Can I give you my alias?
You can, if you
Quick,
want to
make
do
it
that,
up.
you're more than welcome, but
What
that's up to
happened?
you.
No.
That's illegal, right? Or-
Yes, that is illegal, providing false information to a
Okay.
police
Unless
officer.
if it was like Friday night and late, then it's okay to say my name is.
Let me point out something to you.
Oh,
If
okay.
they were totally sure that this is not Boneyard Road and they own it, why would they have a map out?
To prove that they. Oh, there's.
Okay,
no,
bud, here you go.
Yes, sir.
Who next? Who's next? There you go. The martial arts lady will
Step
do it.
right this way, young lady. I'm
Oh,
out here.
oh,
Okay.
Keep an eye on
You
it.
want to grab it out of there? I'll write it down.
Oh,
How's that
sure.
sound? You're trying to stand there, and I don't want you to
Oh,
fall.
I won't.
I'll hold that
Oh,
for you.
she just totally blocked a whole bunch.
See, I'm a property tax, a landowner in the state of Michigan and a property taxpayer, so.
Well, I see you're from Wisconsin, so
Yes, but I do own land in Michigan.
what do you do?
My family owns land in
Run
Lake
the-
Township,
Yeah.
just a couple miles away.
And Scott's from Michigan.
Yep.
Tony's
Tony.
from Michigan.
The cameraman?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, the cameraman, I need his stuff too, as long as he's part of this. Pesh to go.
That's me.
Phone number for you, ma'am?
715.
We have the things that
Okay,
are
next.
Alrighty.
Instead of giving a whole one,
Next
I
contestant.
cut them up and I give like a little piece.
Here, bud, you're the group.
Well, thank you.
That's the only one I have. That's the last one I had.
Oh, okay.
So,
Then he's retiring.
yeah.
These are
Taking
just
up his protest
these are just dog cookies, Steve.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I cut them up, because I got a puppy in there.
Okay.
Black
I'm not
lab.
worried about it.
He's not worried about that.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, it's legal anyways if it was whatever it was. I think.
Right. What's your address?
Do you want my mailing address?
Wherever somebody could get a hold of you.
I'm a
Where's-
nomad. I have a P.O. box.
That's fine.
Okay,
I don't
P.O.
care.
box 191. Peshtigo.
Everybody's from Peshtigo, huh?
Not everybody.
Everybody that's anybody. Anyone that high five.
And your zip code is 54157 then?
Yes,
Okay, phone number for you?
906
Date of birth?
9282. Such a baby. I think I'm older than Tony. Am I older than you?
No, he's 40.
Oh, damn it.
You're the pup.
I think you're younger than me, Andy.
That's why I was running circles around you guys.
We're the
And
good
then my
people.
grandparents bought a cabin, like
8418 is still
70
secure.
years ago or so. And my dad grew up going there. I grew up going there. It's like my favorite place on earth.
What a
It's-
great day
I mean,
for a nature walk. Yeah,
like
it
the
really
last
was.
bit of wilderness. Really. It's super wild and wonderful here.
What's your phone number?
I'm so happy to hear that.
You had somebody put
And-
cuffs on
and-
you or something because you wanted to be arrested.
Hollywood there?
I do not have my driver's license on me, but I'll give you my information best I know.
All right.
I can get you my
The
driver's
best you
license.
know?
Well, I
Okay,
can
that
get
makes
you-
me wonder.
I can get you my driver's license at another time, but I'll get you my phone
I'm not
number.
worried
and
about it. Okay, what is your name?
Anthony Corey. Anthony J. Corey.
Oh, well, if you're not worried about
Anthony
it, I totally
J.
forget
What's
my
J-A-Y?
driver's license number.
J. Oh, like
Did
it
you know
stands
it?
for Joseph.
Oh.
It's J.
Do you have it
Joseph.
memorized?
R200-0118.
Last name?
Corey,
It's really easy.
C-O-R-E-Y.
What do you do with it? Why do you know it so much?
Where you
Read it
live?
once in a while.
We have a Stevenson address, but we live in between
In Wallace, right?
Ingalls and
Yeah,
Wallace.
it's typical Michigan.
Right.
Your zip
Stevenson,
code?
Michigan 49887.
Now there's going to be a police record of it.
Okay. Phone number?
My phone number is 906.
All right.
Officer, can I ask one question though before
Sure.
you leave? What are the repercussions of a person taking the blocking public access off on a public road?
That'll all depend on the judge and the court system. I
So we
have
have
no
to
idea what
fight
they
it in
do.
court.
There's
Yeah.
not like a set.
Unfortunately, you're going to end up in court one way or the other. If you want somebody charged with that, what I think is going to happen is once this is identified,
Right.
100%,
Yeah, it'll be done.
then they can either do what they're doing, or you're going to have to stay off. Period.
Okay,
That's what's going to happen. Okay.
great.
No,
And I
no,
will
no, no,
call
you
you.
said that wrong. Then they can either keep doing what they're doing or they
can
have
keep
to open it up.
They can keep locking this up if it turns out it's their property.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
if it's there.
But if,
That's what I
if
said.
it
But
turns
if
out
it's
it's
not,
county,
then they will have to open it up.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Right.
That's why I will call you and let you know what I find out. Okay.
Okay.
That's what the whole idea is.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If you want to wait, you can. If you want, you can go at
Is
this
someone
time.
coming, do you think?
No,
Oh.
you can't get a hold of one guy at this time. So,
Well, if you get a hold of me, I'm going to be probably going up to camp.
now, if I can't get a hold of you, I'll try to call one of these.
Okay, great.
others.
Because I go up to camp and I get no reception up there.
Okay,
By Thunder Lake up there.
So if I can't make contact with you, I've got numbers here.
right.
So you all are going to get a phone number or a phone call from a 989 number.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it says Alpena. That's where I used to work, down below the bridge for many years.
Well, you did down there. The,
I was
that
down
your
in Monroe
territory?
too. I
the
was down in
police,
Monroe
the
too.
police chief from
No,
Peshtigo.
I just worked down there. I
The,
came
police,
back.
the police chief from Peshtigo was from that area,
Mhm.
and he just recently moved back.
Walking
on
into
the
him.
other side of the bridge down there. He was, I don't know what he was.
I worked all the way down the Toledo line
can't
and
keep
all the way up
walking
to
in.
the bridge. So.
Oh, okay.
And are
Thank
you a
you.
Uper by birth?
Thank you, sir, for your time. And
Yes, thank you.
Sorry.
100%.
Thank you so much.
Yay. Well, we appreciate your service. And
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Next time we'll
thanks.
call you
Thank
instead
you
of them.
for not being the other type of protest.
Oh, heck
Oh,
no.
we're
None of
They,
our
that's
people are
all
like that.
rumors, and
None
don't
of
let
our-
them
Yeah,
lie
but-
to you.
But you know, this is the way it should be. The American
Yeah.
way is you have a right to voice your opinion.
You have
Exactly.
to. It's,
And we appreciate you
Not
taking
only
the
it's-
time
and I
and
will
giving
do
us the
everything I
benefit of the
can
doubt.
to get you the answers you want.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
They
it.
may not be what you want to hear, but I'm going to get you
Any
the
answer will be better than no
Great.
answers.
Thank you
so
so
the
much.
people that are standing up for this, for whatever reason, it's really sad. Tony and Andy and I are like the exception, but almost everyone is over 60. So when you hear, oh, they're protesting the mine, expect a handful of grandmas.
Yeah.
Like, really.
It's all right.
And
Yeah.
I feel like it's actually
I'm getting
our
close.
duty
There's
as
a
an
club called
American
Grandmas,
to do it.
Grandmas with Clubs. Not really, but I was thinking of starting one.
Well, I'm grandpa in a uniform. So
Wait, hold on one second.
Bye, Steve.
it's nice to meet you.
You too.
Oh, where is that? This is my grandson right here. I was just babysitting him yesterday. Look right there.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Is he a dandy? I was babysitting him yesterday. It was like
I got 16.
10 hours.
Oh, 16 grandkids?
16 grandkids.
Do you really? This is my first.
All right.
So we're gonna stay on this side of any gates, but we might go check out the other entrance to the Boneyard on
Oh,
the
I
other
checked
end.
it. Yeah, go check
But
it.
you asked us to stay off from the gates. I'm
Stay
gonna
out
tell
of
you that
here
we
for
won't
now.
go out of the
Stay out of
cables,
here.
but we're
Stay
gonna
away
buzz
from
around
here.
a little bit to make them mad.
Stay-
So shh, don't tell them our plan.
Stay away from here. Okay, for
Yes,
now.
sir.
Until I can get back to you.
No
Okay.
problem.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Are any of
Thank
those,
you,
you
officer.
gave them your cell phone? So
No.
if you found out anything today, we might even.
Well, if I find out today, I'll call you.
Awesome.
I mean, I will call you when I find out,
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
and hopefully I'll get some answers.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Perfect.
What?
Now, are you going back out of here? Because I don't know how they even got in here. And I got to be home by 1.
All right, I'll take you out. I'll take you out. Just follow me, and I'll tell you to go straight the way you went past Shaky Lakes, but I'm going to take the other way
Okay.
across
Just
the
give me the
cost.
Shaky Lakes. I'm good.
All right, brother.
Shaky
All right.
Lakes, it's this road. There you
Oh,
go.
this goes right to Camp Shaky?
No, this
Didn't
goes
we
to
turn
Shaky
off?
Lakes.
No.
You said Shaky Lakes.
No, the Camp Shaky.
Camp Shaky.
Oh, yeah.
We turned off somewhere. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm
Well, if you
totally
get to
lost
the
back
end
there.
It's
of
a
this
maze
road,
back
if you
here.
go straight, it's gravel. Okay. We're going.
We're continuing our journey.
The saga continues.
Yeah, we're gonna make them real mad.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna just buzz around back here for a while and
Yeah.
let
Well,
them try to follow us around
The
and not be
mountains are on
stalkers.
state land. We totally have
Perfect.
permission.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep, the mounds are all back this way. There's
And
there's mounds actually on both sides of the road here. If you look at the geographical landscape of the road, you can tell the imperfections with all the mounds like this. You can actually see. You go down where we go down by the boat landing down, or by the water where the other mounds are. You look straight across. There's other mounds all the way back in there,
And garden beds.
and garden beds.
Yeah.
And when we were here with Gallagher, my friend's husband, Dick, they were putting a food plot back in here, back that way towards Shaky Lakes on their little reservoir, that little thing they have there. They were disking up, and all they disted up was arrowheads. Yes. And they said, I can't do this, he says, because I'll either get a flat tire and I'm disrupting the
Diesel glass.
Maybe you can see where the dance rings are too.
He's the red
Oh,
truck
that
over
was
there.
Yeah,
the
that
end
is
of the
really
dance
neat.
rings are
He's
so
the red truck over there.
If you want to go to Wisconsin, that's on the other side.
Dance Springs.
Ready to roll?
Yeah.
Wait, no, he's coming back.
Lead me out.
Hey, don't forget to get that guy's info.
That's why he's there.
All right, we're gonna head out.
Let's throw my chair in.
No, not him. That guy.
Tape, Scott?
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Brady.
Get out of the driveway.
Good girl.
I'll get that one back to you, and I got a black tape too for you too. So There'll be 2 video cassette tapes.
Oh,
coming
that'd be
back.
interesting to see what we
And
got.
3 audio cassettes.
Well, this is gonna be a good one.
Especially that stuff in that
This is what we
pond.
wanted.
That sludgy stuff.
The more nails that we can keep sticking into
Yes.
their
Okay,
coffin,
so just
and the more objection that we can
so
keep
you don't
doing
scupper
it.
Even just to get the public community
You know what
outraged.
Yeah.
Just need them
Thanks,
to get
Scott.
this stuff.
Right on, Tony.
Appreciate your film work, brother.
See
Back
what
at
comes
you.
to the
Appreciate
top.
yours too, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want to get
All
going.
right. Yep. All right.
Alright.
Later, Gator.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming out today.
We'll see you later.
Right. She's like laying in where the sleeve comes off the edge of the thing.
Looks like he got pulled over.
It does look like he got pulled over.
For trespassing.
Oh, that's perfect. I got a picture and the light is on. Take off.
Why? I'm not getting pulled over. I get...
Regina's gonna show me some old burial mounds that they're trying to protect from the Menominee tribe. Have you ever seen them? If you want to, you can follow us. Just so you know what we're up to, that we're not causing trouble. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
well,
you.
A mile up this way, on the left-hand side, there's 2 driveways into this state land that actually has a natural boat launch too. There's a huge mound there, and they took like 26 bodies out of it back in the 50s. And the tribe applied for 20 years to get them back. Yeah, and at first they said, you can have them back, but we're not going to say they're Menominees. And they're like, no way, we know these are our ancestors, we can only bury them that way. So they hired an archaeologist and they proved it. And they got all the bodies back, but they were so afraid that the mine was going to come in that even though those relatives probably never were to Kashina, they buried them back in Kashina because how mean would it be to bury them next to a mine when you maybe didn't have to. But here goes those Utah local mine workers that they hired coming back. So I don't want to block the road.
All the locals. See ya.
Thank you, officer.
The gate's down. He's gonna go check what we did. Dumbass.
Oh, well, I did pick your black raspberries.
How dare you?
They're ours. It's state land. I said I could. It's a ceded territory. No, I never asked him, but I should. Maybe I should ask. Do you guys mind if I pick raspberries on your land? This is all theirs. So the burial mound is this way, and then that's the river.
Wow.
It's almost like half a mile. Isn't it sad? And it seems to be growing. Like, do you have a rubbish bag in your car?
I sure don't.
That's sad.
We can come back here with a bag though.
Yeah. So this is there's the garden beds. They do it in all these different directions too. Like sometimes they'll be going north-south, and then right next to it they'll have rows of east-west. Some of the stuff in there was 2,000 years old.
That's the road right there.
Yeah. You still see the square of it? This must be a fair old logging road.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, they were advanced agriculturalists. You should see their reservation. It's just like this. They manage it. You've seen it, probably you've seen the Menominee County from GPS or from a satellite photo.
Yes, and it's all green.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so cool. It's so obvious where it is. Oh, there it is.
Look at this sparrow.
Look at how cool that end of that log is. It's like striations in there from the weathering.
Yeah, the snappage.
Look at the fungus. It's growing in the ridges of the bark. It's pretty cool.
Is it edible?
They have birch bark canoes.
Actually, Bill Borner found one on his land. It totally, when he was a child, and it totally has disintegrated since then. And he also said he found maple taps that it grew up, so he thought that the Menominee were giants.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
That would be, I think, it's back. This, I mean, you can see that's old growth. And back here, there's another one. Oh, look at this one. It's dead at the top. This could be part of the top of it, actually. Imagine if this is what the forest looked like. Wow.
What has she gotten herself into that a mushroom told her to do that in this place?
While we do it. Oh, like it's awesome. I'm totally on it. The agricultural beds still. Yep, nope, that totally is. Naturally. And, oh, is that Bill Warner?
That can't be it because he said it was cable.
Okay. Andy, this is officially your first time seeing the Menominee's cultural sites?
In person, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The only other time I was actually up here at this site was for the tour.
Okay.
And they obviously weren't showing us this.
Great.
That wasn't on their list. Oh, you know what I should have said to the guy? What is your philosophy? Ask forgiveness instead of permission?
Yeah.